Hello friends. Okay, let's make a super cute snowflake. I love these. They're perfect for so many things. Obviously the tree, you can use them for gift tags on boxes, presents, and you can just make small ones like this to apply to your hats and scarves in the wintertime just for a little extra wintry embellishment. So let's get right into this. I just want to point out that the different sizes that you see used here is Red Heart Super Saver with a 4mm hook. Okay, this one here we have a size 8/4 cotton, and I used a 2.25mm hook. This one here is a number 10 crochet thread, and I used a 1.5mm hook, and this is a number 20 crochet thread, and I used a 1mm hook. And so there's all the different yarn sizes and hook sizes. For this tutorial, I'm going to use the Red Heart Super Saver and the 4mm hook. Okay, and also I'd like to point out, look at that, no starch, only 3 rounds, and no starch. We love to not have to use starch. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so yeah, beads. So I was going to tell you guys, you know what, where I get all of my beads from, and I have a pretty good amount. I even have like shells, just the thrift shop. Like my thrift shop will let you get cosmetic jewelry, like 3 pieces for $1. And so I buy these like necklaces and I just tear them apart. I've got wooden beads in here and shells, black and white beads. These are little glass beads. With like some kind of rock. But yeah, just so if you're ever wanting to do things like, you know, embellish, my son calls it garnish, garnish your crochet or embellish your crochet with something simple like this, just go to the thrift shop and find you some old beaded necklaces and tear them apart. I got all different sizes in here. But anyways, beads. All this yarn, here we go. We're going to use 4mm and the Red Heart Super Saver. I already have some pulled off to the side here. Again, this is it, just 3 rows. So we'll start off not with a slip knot. We're going to start off with a magic ring. If you don't know how to do a magic ring, then by all means start off with a slip knot and chain 4 and form a ring with your chain 4. There we go. Now work 8 single crochet into the ring. I'll be back whenever I have 8 done. Okay, once you have your 8 single crochet in the ring, I'll tighten up my ring a little bit. In your first single crochet, work a slip stitch. There we go. Chain 3. And in that same single crochet that you slip stitched into, work another double crochet. Then you'll chain 1, and in every single crochet around, work 2 double crochet. You're going to chain 1 between each one. So you'll work 2 double crochet into the very next single crochet. Then you'll chain 1, and in the very next single crochet, we're not skipping any stitches here. You'll work 2 double crochet. I'll meet you when we get back around to the beginning. Okay, now we'll go ahead and chain 1 and then slip stitch into the top of your chain 3. There we go. And I'm going to close the center up all the way. There we go. Now you will chain 3 again, and you're going to work a double crochet in the very next double crochet over. There we go. Now chain 3. And I'm doing everything kind of tight. Want that stiffness. And we're going to work 1 double crochet into the top of each of the next 2 double crochet. And this is the repeat all the way around. You will chain 3 and do it kind of tight. And in the very next set of 2 double crochet over, work 1 double crochet into each one. I'll meet you when we get back around to the beginning. Okay, here we are at the end, and you will chain 3, slip stitch into the top of your starting chain 3, Now we're going to start working on the little points all the way around. There we go. So you will start off with a chain 4 and work a picot. So you're going to, excuse me, so you're going to come back and into your very first chain, you will work a slip stitch. Go ahead and chain 4 again and work another picot, starting in your very first chain. Go in and work a slip stitch. And then one more time, chain 4, work a picot. Now come down here into the next double crochet over and work a slip stitch. Chain 3, kind of tight, as you can see. And come over here to the next set of double crochet, and in the first one, work a slip stitch. And we're going to do this all over again, and we're going to do that in every point around, separated by a chain 3, except for this one right here. Don't work in this one because this is where we work our hangy thingy. So I'll work one more of the picot section with you, and then I'll meet you whenever you get right here to this last one. Chain 4, then we work the picot, chain 4, work a picot, and then one last time. There we go. Then we come down to the next double crochet over and work a slip stitch. Then we chain 3 and do it all over again, starting with a slip stitch and then a chain 4. Okay? I'll meet you when we get to this point right here. Okay, I have made it to the point where I have just one section left, and we're going to chain 3 like we have been, slip stitch, go ahead and make your first picot, now into that same stitch work another slip stitch to anchor that picot down. Then we're going to chain 25. Okay, that's 25 for me. Now into the next double crochet, you'll slip stitch. Split my yarn. So let me try that again. Okay, my yarn was super split, so let's try that again. There we go. And then work another picot. And into that same double crochet, we work another slip stitch to anchor that picot down. Then we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn your work over, and you will find a stitch right here coming off the back of your first picot, and slip stitch into that so that you're kind of anchoring it down behind everything. So slip stitch. There we go. And I split my yarn again. Okay. Everything was working out fine till the very end there, huh? Then we'll just go ahead and cut, weave in our ends, and I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, now my favorite part. Gonna add the little pearl or little diamond or whatever it is you may have. So I'll pick the biggest one because I like the way that looks. So pretty. So then I'll just put a little blurb of glue right in the middle. Yes, blurb is the official term for it. Put a little blurb, a little dollop of glue. I'll make sure that the holes are obviously going to stay on the side, and then just drop it right on there. Then push it down. I probably put a little too much of a blurb of glue that time, but that's okay. These are just for our tree, for our family. So my family accepts my flaws. Flaws are allowed here at home. Okay, that shouldn't take too long. It still feels slightly warm, so I like to push it until it starts to kind of cool off. When it cools off, it's good and hardened. Yeah, that was a bit of a big blurb, but don't care. Literally do not care. It's on there. Okay, so cute. I love these. These are going to be so fun for the tree. And I really do think that these smaller ones would be great for like a scarf or a hat applique. I can't get over that they're calling this white. That looks like antique white. Look at that. They're calling that white. Ma'am. Okay, anyways, that's okay. It looks like antique white. But yeah, I think these, like this would even be good for the tree too. But these would be really cute on like a scarf or a little hat. So cute. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comments what you thought. And if you liked it, please hit like and please subscribe. And happy holidays to everyone and Merry Christmas. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.